show. His career in the NASL is, for the most part, over. It's very hard to come out of the open and re-qualify for the finals, but it's a nice start, that's for sure. Strelok is right now on Entombed Valley. Now, he's super out of the box. Like, this guy thinks a lot. And part of his strategy has historically been to do a proxy, not a proxy, a ninja expansion. Like, he loves ninja expansions as much as he loves going to Banshee Tech. So I actually foresee Strelok going in that direction on this map, especially on Entombed Valley. Like, the bigger the map is, the more he likes to just hide a command center and just try to reap the benefits out of that. I've seen it time and time again in, like, clan wars between Gosu and FXO, and also just in regular NASL play. He's done that historically.
Yeah, I do like how Strelok thinks outside the box, though, for his Terran vs. Protoss. He does eventually go to the bio composition. Just how he gets there is really cool. And I think Alicia's not used to that. I think Alicia's like used to the guys that open 1 rack CC, maybe 2 racks if they want to pressure, or a command center first. They're not used to a guy that's going to put a second barrage at his 3rd base, Andre. So I think Alicia is... Well, I think he's going to be okay from this 2 racks because it is cross position. He has lots of time, and he's scouting very early. But still, I think now he's more on his guard. And after game number 1, he has to be very cautious because he can't just play like, yeah, I'm just going to attack and I should just steamroll him, you know? It's going to be... I have to be more clever with my Colossus position. I have to be very cautious with how I approach him.
Yeah. So we'll see how he plays this out. This is still going to be really dangerous, I think. Strelok, obviously, making it look like it could be gas, could be 2 racks, it could be a command center. So Alicia right now should be a little bit wary. I wouldn't be surprised if Alicia actually goes so far to take his 2nd gas. He did that in game number 1. Definitely could do that here. We'll see in a little bit, as he's not making any more probes, which actually tells me he is going ahead and putting down another Nexus. Nope. Major look, major thing, whatever you want.
We'll see how those things kind of pan out. Alicia seems to at least be wary of something. I mean, normally it's always hard to tell, but you always do want to kind of poke in back and forth to see if Terran does expand, whether or not they're faking you out, like trying to pretend they're expanding and they're actually 1-1-1. Because in this mind of Alicia, anything is possible. In fact, Strelok could be rolling out with Hellions, or he could be going 1-1-1 really soon, although now he's going to see a lot more Marines than usual, as well as an SCV, and that should tip him off. 5 Marines this early on. Shouldn't you have expanded and used some of those minerals otherwise?
But you know what? 2 racks against 4 gate, not going to be that good, Frodan. As we can see, 3 gateways in queue, and this should be able to fend off everything. I don't know how Alicia made this call. Maybe he was just planning on 4-gating.
Well, Entombed Valley is a good map to 4-gate nowadays.
Yeah, that's for sure. Starting up a bunker, I don't mind this at all. This is actually like a super old beta style of play.
2 barracks rush?
Yeah, 2 barracks rush into a contain.
Huh. Okay. I didn't really play around the beta time, Andre. So what would you do from here? Just expand and tech up from there?
Yeah. And this actually was used all the time on a map called Delta Quadrant.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Could you contain on maps like Metalopolis too?
Yes. People did that as well. I remember QXE used to do that all the time.
Oh, man. These 2 Stalkers and the Zealot killed so many Marines and SCVs. Strelok is not going to be prepared. 4 Stalkers against 5 Marines. Uh-oh. Strelok into so much trouble.
Oh, cancel that SCV! No, he's not going to do it. But it doesn't even matter, Frodan. We're at the point right now where Alicia is just so massively ahead because of how many units he has in his opponent's base. Alicia doesn't even care about those 2 Stalkers all the way at home. He could actually just run past the bunker and be like, YOLO.
Doesn't even really matter. There's not enough Marines to really threaten the Stalkers from running past.
That's right. And he's at that critical number of 5 Stalkers, at least 5 Stalkers, where he actually one-shot SCVs.
Yeah.
And Marines, of course. But SCVs, because they're going to be the ones repairing, so you can go ahead let those zealots tank all the damage, and then you do damage to all the SCVs. So everything is looking great. There it is, GG.
GG. Alicia ties up the series 1-1 with, just like you said, Andre, a very sick call from Alicia to go forget. I wonder again. I do wonder about the psychology of how you can pick a 4-gate. By the way, my 4-gate sucks. I remember one time in a I don't know why I randomly put this in, but like I played in a lot of tournaments actually in the past, Andre. I don't think you ever knew, but I wanted to be a pro at one point. And I remember one tournament I was playing against a Terran, and I was Protoss at that time, and I won a really contested game number 1. And then I remember in game number 2, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna 4-gate. Why not? You know, like I'm ahead. Except like it was so sloppy. Like I put like the 4 gates like all next to each other. He scanned, saw all of it. I put the pylon within range of his marine up his ramp. Like I tried warping it on top, but like things died as soon as they warped. I was so bad at it. And I'm always like so impressed when people can still 4-gate and pull it off, because I feel like it's a build that people shouldn't be able to do, but they still do it, and it still works.
It's actually still one of the most powerful builds against
yeah,
Terran.
Like on Ohana, when you have the backdoor rocks and you can't protect, like it's actually still surprisingly really strong.
Yeah. Delayed 4-gates are actually really, really powerful when normally people attack with their first wave of units, but if the Terran thinks that you're going for an expansion and you just contain any scouting, and
even if you do expand, like Mana does expand in his 4-gate,
yeah,
and then he still just attacks with the 4-gate. Like he has a 400 next. He's like, yeah, I'll just wait and 4-gate you later.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. it's crazy. I don't even understand some of the high level thinking of these guys. That game was brought to you by GoToMyPC for all things remote access, file transfers, and more. Go to nasl.tv/p/GoToMyPC for a special time limited offer. We'll be back with game number 3, deciding match between Strelok and Alicia. What's gonna happen? I don't know. Maybe Alicia will 4-gate again. Maybe Strelok will go Banshees. Maybe a mixture of the two. We'll be back right after this.